Well, boys, I have been streaming on YouTube for nearly 1 week now, and I kind of just wanted to give you guys a brief rundown of how all that went, how it's going, and how it will be. As you can tell, the chat is a little bit faster now because I have a new thing enabled where now you can see my Twitch chat and my YouTube chat at the same time. This was very important because some of the YouTube chatters I were getting were incredibly needy, and I think, for lack of a better term, I think that's because a lot of people who multi-stream only pay attention to their Twitch chat, so they were assuming that I was only looking at my Twitch chat, and they're like, why aren't you paying attention to this? Why aren't you paying attention to this? And so I downloaded a couple add-ons where now they know that I'm seeing both them and my Twitch at the same time. I've also set it to where I have no delay on either platform, and they're both seen at the same time, and as well on my chat, I have my YouTube and my Twitch chatters there at the exact same time, and so far, it's been going pretty good. So I kind of wanted to encourage more streamers to stream on Twitch and YouTube, and to be honest, stream on Kick, and maybe even TikTok all at the same time. With Twitch being okay with multi-streaming now, there's almost no downside. There is a downside, and we're going to talk about that. But universally, there's almost none. And the pros heavily outweigh the cons. And I think a lot of content creators are squandering the opportunity to grow at an accelerated pace. Now, I once again want to tell you this. Me telling everybody this is at a huge detriment to me. It is. It's just the truth. And I want to remind you guys that when St. Tontas was going live on YouTube, and he was the only one going live exclusively on YouTube, he was getting around 6,000 to 8,000 viewers. But now that Daddy is live on YouTube, well, he's dropped back down to 1 to 1.5K. And every single time I share these tips and secrets, because it's important to know, I'm putting down the ladder for everyone else to follow in my footsteps. Now, a more vindictive, a more piece of shit streamer would pull the ladder up. Streamers who just don't do collabs. I'm just going to virtue signal a little bit longer so everyone knows how much of a great guy I am. For people to understand that anybody calling me a piece of shit and that I'm being predatory of smaller channels is just about the biggest retard you could possibly find on the internet. All I do is react to smaller content creators. All I'm doing is getting them more into the algorithm. Well, I could realistically only be reacting to the tyrants of the videos that I know are going to pop off. But you know this, whether they have 50 subscribers, whether they have 1 million subscribers, I react to everybody because it makes the space a little bit better. By the way, if you're wondering why they're all talking about cats, I promise you my chat aren't a bunch of furries, but there's this funny option called furry mode that will make that a lot easier. And to help another smaller streamer out, I'm not going to tell you how to do any of this. What I'm going to tell you to do is to go to youtube.com/lolshinya, and he'll make a video on how to do everything that you saw here today. Give him a nice little plug. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the pros and the cons. And we're going to start off with the cons first. The cons are one thing and one thing only. The cons of streaming on YouTube and Twitch is on Twitch, your YouTube overall reach, it's going to drop. It is. You're going to lose probably around 20% of your chat. I was usually averaging somewhere between 6 to 7K on Twitch once I've reached my peak. After that, I'm probably going to average maybe 5 to 5.5K, which, to be honest, I'm okay with. It is what it is. However, on YouTube, and I'm not sure how many viewers I have now, I'll be real, it's kind of been a slow stream, and I was doing tech support for 40 fucking minutes. I would be surprised if I've broken 2K viewers right now. Just in case. Oh, actually, somehow we have 5.4 thousand viewers. I don't know how the fuck that is, but here we are in the ripe age of 2025. Somehow that's how that works, and that's absolutely fantastic. We have, how many do we have on Twitch? How many viewers do we have today? We have 5.4 thousand on Twitch. We have 5.4 thousand on YouTube. So in total, we have around 10.8 to 11,000 viewers. And I'm very, very, very happy with that. That makes me feel very, very, very good. And both my audiences can be appeased because I'll be real. Some people prefer YouTube. Some people prefer Twitch. And I'm not here to tell you which one's better. Here's how it will go, though, if you do want my honest opinion. I think Twitch chat is a better chat experience. I think YouTube is a better streaming experience. It's very clean. It's very easy. However, you can't get 7 TV on YouTube, which sucks. You don't get as many emotes. However, you do get a lot more subscriber game on your YouTube, and I will be real. You are not growing on Twitch. I know you think you're growing on Twitch. You are not growing on Twitch, okay? You might be getting more viewers because of who you know, but Twitch itself is not doing you any favors. It is not an algorithmic-based platform. It is not a platform where you can grow. YouTube is an algorithmic-based platform where you can actually grow. And I promise you, if you are growing, it's most likely because you got your YouTube chat to come over to your Twitch chat. So streaming on YouTube is really going to increase that tremendously. I want to show you guys the extra money that I've made, all remaining around consistent viewership. I want to show you when I started streaming, what it kind of did to my channel. Let me show you, and I'm going to see if you can find out when I started streaming on YouTube. Yeah, let's pull this up. I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit. I'm going to pretty much dox myself entirely. I don't really care. Yeah. So I want you guys to guess when I started streaming on YouTube. Okay? I really want you guys to try and guess when it was. If you guessed April 25th, you'd be absolutely correct. Streaming on YouTube is very, very, very good for subscriber growth. In case you guys don't know, I have been stuck at 812,000 subs for 2 years. After streaming on YouTube for 1 week, we are now already at 833,694. Now, some of that could be a testament to, covering VTube content. However, I want to remind you that Itoma has nearly identical amount of views on the VTuber drama. He only gained 1,000 subs. So unless for some reason I gained 20 times that for no fucking reason, I assure you it's because I was streaming on YouTube. Here's the revenue gain. I want you to guess when I started streaming on YouTube. Yeah, you can probably find it. It was actually on April 25th again. However, it lags a little bit to recognize memberships and live stream revenue. But yeah, 5.6K rev on day one, 3.5K next day, 3.214, and some of that is still not showing as it hasn't been tabulated yet. But things are going very, very, very good. It's very simple to do. It's very easy to set up, and I'm going to be real. In the gacha space, and maybe you're not a gacha streamer, maybe you're a completely different genre streamer, this isn't necessarily a space that's growing. It's really not. Well, not every single time a new game comes out, great. That's like, what, every year and a half? But there's always places to grab people from demographics and targets you haven't hit. I'm posting YouTube Shorts on TikTok. I'm posting Instagram Reels on Instagram. Feel free to follow all my socials. They'll be linked in the description, and they're quite funny. They're quite good. But I think every creator needs to take every single opportunity to stream on as many different platforms as possible, not only just for your growth, but also because there are fans out there that do want to connect with you. There are fans out there that do want to experience you in a different way than they're normally used to. And I think as a streamer, while platform allegiance might be fine, I think we'd all agree that Twitch is in a pretty fucking stupid ass spot. I mean, I want to remind you guys, I got banned for 2 weeks because I called some fat bitch fat, right? And that same bitch calls for the death of American soldiers and says she hopes they get PTSD, and she never got fucking banned for that. So a woman can make an attack on my family and my values, yet I call her fat, something that she could quite simply just go to the gym and change and be better off for it, and I get banned for 2 weeks because I give her some good life advice. I think it's fucking ridiculous. I feel like you should be careful putting all your eggs in one basket, and the benefits of streaming on YouTube are subscriber growth, much increased revenue, outreached and untapped chatters you've never had an experience a live stream to, and now that they've experienced it, they might grow to like it, to where if you do decide to exclusively stream on Twitch, you'll get more viewers. If you do decide to stream exclusively on YouTube, you might get more viewers. So it's just a worthwhile thing to do. I think more streamers should consider doing this. And I think streamers who have been doing this for a while and didn't express the benefits of it should be ashamed. I think the only streamer who actually told me how good it was Gotcha Smack. And to be fair, the Twitch ban and Gotcha Smack are the only reason why I'm streaming on both platforms right now. So love you, buddy. Really appreciate that. It's pretty much been the best thing that I've ever chosen to do for my career. And I really appreciate Gotcha Smack being another stand-up individual who's willing to help his homies up rather than keep all the riches for himself. Great fucking guy, very handsome, huge balls and cock. But I think that's just about all there is for you. Very little downsides, very easy upsides. The chat experience is great. Sure, they're a little bit whiny, but I'll be real, the chat's just younger. I mean, we all know that YouTube is for less high attention span individuals. That's just how it goes, right? Any short form attention span content platform is going to have a lower age chatter. My average chatter in Twitch is 25 to 26. On YouTube, it's probably 18 to 20. It's probably around there, but it's all good. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Hope you all had fun, and I will see you all very soon. And thank you for welcoming me to YouTube streaming. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for all notifications if you want to be there next time I go live. Thank you, Box!